Listen, they're playing our song.
We've had many a happy time listening to that tune.
Yes, the merry-go-round was playing that tune when I first conceived Teddy. Teddy, do you remember that?
No.
Oh, of course not. You were too young, yes. Your father was quite a devil on the merry-go-round.
I still am.
I imagine so. Although you got a bad case of vertigo the last time we rode the Wild Mouse.
I've never ridden the Wild Mouse.
Memories fade as one gets older. Teddy, stand up straight. People will think you're 14 years old.
A slouch is bad for shuffleboard, son. I've entered us in the ship's match tomorrow.
Oh, I love shuffleboard and badminton and that amusement where one bangs cards together. What is that called, Teddy?
Auto roulette.
No, I don't think that's right. Oh, look, the captain's looking our way.
A most distinguished-looking man.
It's the uniform that does it. Why weren't we placed at the captain's table?
I don't know. I consider it a snub, actually.
Granted, the passenger list on the Titanic is impressive, but I assume we are among the creme de la creme.
We may be rich enough, but perhaps the captain looked into your family background. It isn't precisely upper class, rather dreadful, actually. A sort of lower form of plant life out in Indiana.
Richard, is this yet another insult to me? I would not accept one foot on this ship if I thought you were going to persist in these endless cruelties to me.
Where's Annabella?
Teddy has very hairy legs for a 14-year-old, don't you think?
Teddy hasn't been 14 for years.
Yes, but even so. Teddy, darling, you are very nice looking. Richard, I want a divorce. As soon as the ship docks, I'm going straight to my solicitor.
Mommy!
Hush, dear, after age.
It's high time we bought you long pants, son.
Richard, you're changing the subject.
Then I'll return to it. Victoria, as far as I'm concerned, you can return right back to the pig farms of Indiana. But I shall not continue in this domestic purgatory.
Not purgatory, Richard. Hell.
Mommy, everyone is staring at us.
Nonsense, dear. They're admiring me. And don't whimper, it isn't manly.
Teddy, do not listen to what I am about to say to your mother. Victoria, I have the greatest contempt for you. But perhaps we should stay together for the sake of the children.
Richard, Teddy is not your son.
Victoria, what do you mean?
See, when we were married, you looked down on my American ways and insulted the pig farm, made rude suggestions about my mother. You ruined dinner with guests. My both to board lays was... Ugh. So I went to the beach house, and I wept. And there I met a derelict who saw my pain and treated me as a human being. It was a mad moment, Richard. But it is he who is Teddy's father, not you.
Victoria, what are you saying?
The meaning is clear enough. Some beachcomber is Teddy's father. He is not your son.
I've been sorely deceived!
Oh, your son is Withery.
I have no son! From this moment on, I want nothing more to do with you!
My dear, at your age.
Victoria, I have something to tell you.
Yes.
Annabella, your daughter, is she of my seed?
Who? Oh,
Is my daughter of my seed?
Annabella. Let me think. Yes.
So I have a daughter. I have no son, but I have a daughter.
Within 20 years, have you acted my father?
This knowledge cancels them out!
Smile. The captain's looking our way.
A most distinguished-looking man.
Don't repeat yourself, Richard.
Victoria, I have something else to tell you.
What?
Annabella's not your daughter. After one of your numerous cruelties to me, I turned to Harriet Lindsay for comfort. It is she who is Annabella's mother.
Nonsense. I remember the birth quite distinctly.
Actually, we did it all with mirrors.
You mean I went through all that labor for nothing?
Absolutely nothing.
Well, I intend never to speak to Harriet Lindsay again, I shall have her deck chair removed from mine in the morning.
And I shall return our names from the father-son shuffleboard match.
Oh, you're both embarrassing at shuffleboard anyway.
Please don't argue!
At your age!
I am just surprised that his father was some derelict beachcomber instead of one of your mother's prized hogs.
Oh, Richard, you are pushing me to my limit. I now must make one thing very, very clear. There never was an Annabella. Harriet Lindsay and I have been having an affair ever since you bought that beach house. We invented the pregnancy to keep you from getting suspicious. We did it all with pieces of white bread and mirrors. You made love to pieces of white bread, you stupid man.
I shall make private accommodations.
What you have just told me is monstrous, and I shall sue you for a divorce. Good evening. Frosty woman.
You should have thrown your water at your father. He insulted your mother.
Mommy!
Hush, dear, act your age. Sometimes I wish we had never boarded the Titanic. Finish your dinner. Mommy loves you.